What's up, Street Trucks Nation? Eddie from Autometal Direct, and of course, your man Brandon.
Brandon from Street Trucks.
Dude, we're here at Battle Alabama. Badass trucks, battleships, unbelievable. Great event. If you guys haven't been, only a 9th or 10th year, and the place is just unbelievable. Craig has actually grown this event to the most ridiculous thing.
There's everything from daily drivers to $500,000 vehicles.
Unbelievable, man.
Fab guys.
It's great.
Lifted, lowered, old, new.
So we're gonna bring you a ton of it right here on the Street Trucks YouTube, so don't go too far. It's Eddie. I probably won't be part of it. It's probably Brandon.
It's Brandon. I'll be part of it.
Chris is somewhere napping, so I had to jump in and help Brandon out. But we'll see you guys soon.
Name's Shane Andrews. This is my 2012 Nissan Frontier. It's a military tribute I built for my dad, my brother-in-law. The two that are on the engine cover is Baker, my brother-in-law, and then Andrews, my dad.
They're on the hood too, right?
Yep, on the hood also, and they're lined up the same way as the names that are on the engine cover. So it's Baker right here, and then my dad, Andrews, right here. It was my brother-in-law's stock Nissan Frontier that we turned into a military tribute after he passed away. And he came home from Iraq and Afghanistan and ended up passing away. And Mickey Harris is the airbrush artist, and he wanted to do a history of the military. So he wanted to start from the military to where we are today. This is to where we are today on this side of the truck. With the modern day era, you have the Vietnam War. And then the people that he depicted, why these are in color and the two on the hood are not in color, because the two on the hood have passed away or deceased now. So he wanted to keep them like ghosted in. And then these are all in color because this just people that he had pictured in his mind of what they would look like in that war era and stuff.
Oh, we got your batteries here?
Yep, we got actual 3 batteries. You got one under the sub box, and then you got 3, 2 in the back here wrapped in 50 caliber bullets. And then we took an air tank, cut it in half, and made it into a bomb and stuff. And this is actually an aircraft filler neck that we used.
You don't carry around a real bomb now, come on now.
I wish. People probably thought so at SEMA because I had to keep it closed up. And of course, you got the USS Alabama on the back where we're at.
Oh, is that what's on the back?
Yep.
So that's Alabama. Where we're at today.
Yep, that's where we are today.
How long did it take you to build?
It was 2.5 years. And then there's like a lot of hidden gems up underneath. If you notice, like the 4-link and everything is actually painted white. So that's actually glow in the dark paint. So at nighttime, all that illuminate and light up. It'll light up like a blue color and stuff. And then got like anchors, plasma cut out down in the bottom of the frame.
I don't know if you'll see that.
Yeah, it's all like little hidden things, but I'm too old to be putting it up on jack stands and all that. And then this was where it first started with the military and stuff, when the military first started coming in. I mean, he just hit like little marks, like little people up here in the watchtower and everything.
Everybody swears this is a wrap, but it's...
Yep, get that all the time, all the time.
How long did it take them to paint it?
Actually, that was the shortest part, was the airbrush, and it took 6.5 months to airbrush. And then everything else, all the modifications, putting the LS1 Corvette transmission in it.
Open that door for me.
Yes, sir.
So what's the thoughts on the inside? What was your thinking on that?
The thoughts on the inside, we wanted to keep it like a military theme, Navy theme, so we went and rusted out like the dashboard and everything, the panels on the inside, and then we put parachutes and stuff in the jump doors on both sides, and then of course put the American flag up top. And then it doesn't have a gas pedal. The gas pedal is actually an aircraft throttle. This is the actual gas pedal. And then we wanted to keep it clean and simple. The iPad runs everything. It runs the air ride, the stereo, and the iPad's actually my dad's music that he used to listen to and everything. So we wanted to have something for my brother-in-law and my dad in the build.
What's your plans with this truck now?
Well, we kind of got a couple military shows that I think we're gonna hit up next year and stuff. We got one coming up Memorial Day weekend. It's actually gonna be at the Veterans Cemetery. They got a hold of us and they wanted us to bring it for my dad, my brother-in-law, to the Veterans Cemetery out there. It's called Camp Nelson National Cemetery. So we'll be at Battle. Then Battle, we're gonna go to Relaxing in the Park. Then from Relaxing, we're gonna go to the memorial out there where they're buried at.
Nice. Well, thanks for your time, Shane.
I appreciate it.
This is Eddie Gordy Jr. This is my 1991 Mazda B2200 called Cookies and Cream.
So tell us about under the hood.
So under the hood, we got everything pretty much torn apart. Everything's chrome, powder coated, smooth shaved intake. A lot of things you need for that attention to detail. Top of the battery's been painted, cleared, buffed, and the bottom of the motor, everything's pretty much all chrome, powder coated, ceramic coated header, whole deal.
Well, what made you go this far with the undercarriage and all the details on it?
Well, it's part of me and part of my past, running another truck with the Lowrider Magazine tour for 5 years. This is kind of my thing, and to get to the level that we're on as far as all this competition and everything, you can't really got to pull out all the stops. In the interior, we Dallas Auto Interiors out of Concord, North Carolina, done all the stitching and everything in the seats, door panels, extra cab. Everything's been color keyed. Got accent lighting in the floor, all that good stuff. Stitch by stitch designs, done the headliner, one-piece headliner, recessed sun visors. Inside the bed, everything's color matched for the interior. Bead roll panels up front.
So what do you do with the truck?
So right now we're still doing a few outdoor shows, but we're also our second year in the ISCA International Show Car Association circuit, where we have won our fourth point in Cleveland this year, where we're actually going to be in the finals for the ISCA Truck Championship.
So rumor has it you bought this to be a daily driver.
I did. We got it per se, and so all my buddies, club members, everybody was like, "Oh, you'll change it, you'll change it." But me going back to my old ways, I had to do it. Plus, 13-year-old daughter, she does it with me, and she keeps a drive in me, and so I just keep going. Had a one-off set of 20x8 three-piece wheels made by True Forged out of St. Louis, Missouri. Outside barrels are gloss black, or the satin faces, and candy violet inner barrels with 12.19-inch rotors and 4-piston calipers up front.
Hey, my name's Noah with Classic Car Studio out of St. Louis, Missouri. This is our 1956 Ford F600.
What's been done to it?
Well, pretty much everything's been done to this truck. We started with a farm truck. It was an F600 with a big flatbed on it, and we wanted to build a one-of-a-kind, totally one-off crew cab. So the idea was to build the cab mostly by hand, and we thought suicide doors would be cool. So We've changed a lot of things on it. You can see everything's been smoothed out. Custom firewall, custom engine cover, all one-off metalwork all the way throughout the truck. We do have the original fenders on it, and we've got half the original cab, but everything else is hand built.
So I seen earlier the hood latch on it.
The hood latch is cool.
Different.
Yeah,
show us that.
You know, hood latches are always a struggle because in the center of the hood, you've got a striker that always seems to get messed up, doesn't really line up all that well. So what we did with the hood latches, we've got 2 pins that are driven by the airbags. So you shut it, flip a switch, the pins go out, flip the switch the other way, the pins go in, you can open it again, but completely cleans up the center of the engine compartment.
What you got with the chassis and the wheel setup?
So we wanted to do something tough and muscular, but kind of with a classic iconic look. So in my opinion, no better way to do it than some Alcoas. So we did some Alcoas, and we've got those matched to our trim colors that you'll see throughout the truck. We hand built the chassis. It was the easiest way to do this one. We were doing all the other work anyway, so we put it on the table and started building the chassis exactly the way we wanted it. We were able to get the wheels exactly where we wanted it throughout the truck, and you know, really build the body around it. So it's got handmade rockers, handmade floor, handmade doors. Scott and Mark made the roof on the English wheel. It was a lot of work to get that thing the way it is. The doors are cool. The front is mechanical, the rear is electronic popper.
To show how easy the doors shut.
Yeah, so the door latch is on the top right here in the back, and then you shut the front, and the front latches to the back. Awesome fit, super clean, tight gaps, everything you want to see in a show truck. Then you open it up again.
Tell us about the bed here.
So in terms of metal work, the bed has the most metal work in it in the truck. That took the longest, followed by the cab and then the engine compartment. So all handmade bed throughout. So we wanted to incorporate some cool wood. So we've got zebra wood, but the bed sides, the rear gate, the balance, everything inside, it's all metal and it's all handmade one-off stuff. Can't buy it anywhere. So
looks like Thunderbird taillights.
These are actually taillights off an SSR.
Ah.
We liked them because they look like they've got about a foot of depth throughout them. So super deep. Everything's curved, everything's rounded, everything's nice and smooth and swoopy. That extends down to the custom step on the side. We made inserts that match the bed wood as well. So kind of tied that into the interior. We've got the same wood in the interior, more of the zebra wood. And then we brought the color of the wheel inside as well on the dash and the steering wheel and the center console. And we've got a flat clear on all the brown finishes throughout the truck to kind of soften things up a little bit and make it real smooth.
What about the motor in it?
So this is our first diesel build. We got this engine from D&J. Makes 1,200 horsepower. It's got 100 over injectors. Compound turbo setup. Makes just a ton of power and doesn't ever feel like it's trying like most diesels. So they've got a custom one-off machine billet intake, which is pretty cool. We did more of that real soft bronzy brown throughout on the engine compartment as well. And then we've got our custom firewall and the engine, the radiator kind of core support cover that flows back to the firewall and closes everything out in an effort to kind of frame the engine up. So nice tight lines throughout, everything is smooth, every pocket. We worked a lot just to get them nice and clean and cohesive looking with the rest of the truck.
We're with your heart beating. I just want to know, is this beautiful? Do you want this from me? Reaching out to me, feeling so free. They do not of me, not feeling free to go. Do not of me, and you know we're ready to go. And now we've let it go. You pull me in so close. Our bodies are in sync. And now we're in the heat, and I can hardly breathe. You know how to get to me, yeah. Reaching out to me, feeling so free. They do not of me, not feeling free to go. Do not of me, and you know we're ready to go.
what's up, y'all? It's Britton, aka Stuntin' 94, and y'all know them bitches spin no. This is my 97 Ford F-250 OBS, full frame off, 24-inch Plan B kit, everything chrome plated, powder coated, illusion cherry. Just did the drive shafts with the heavy glitter. Amplified Designs hooked me up with the speaker box. There is 16 and 10s and 18 drivers within the whole box. We got the custom fuel cell right there. Of course, we got the beautiful K5 horn blasters right there, all fully color matched. Inside, we got the custom door panels. We got a custom center console that goes into the blow through with 4 12-inch subs back there.
See you turn around.